just a wild night. We battled really hard on the racetrack. Ricky and I had a little disagreement about halfway through the race, 2/3 of the way through the race, and Jack came over. He came over the radio and said, "Are we okay?" I said, "I think so." I think there was a good chance we were going to run into one another either way, but at the end of the race, it ended up working out. Ricky is a great driver. He does a really good job, and man, that was an amazing race. And we'll work out any of the issues we had back at the shop, but man, he's fast. He does a good job.
We are also joined by Elliott Sadler as he makes his way up.
Where'd you end up, third?
Our pole sitter today, who finished third in the number 2 One Main Financial Chevrolet. Elliott also moved his way into the Dash for Cash race, the third Dash for Cash race at Richmond International Raceway in September. And if you didn't hear, post-race, Reed Sorensen is now 2 for 2 in the Dash for Cash races, having captured the $100,000 bonus here at Iowa. Elliott, big day for you, starting off on the pole. Had a little bit of a tough go to start the event, came back nicely, but Carl, as he came back, said just one word. He said, "Wow."
I'm going to talk to the Iowa racetrack and see if we can make it 251 laps next year. That's I'm proud of my race team. You know, we qualified on the pole, and then we fought a loose condition and fell back towards the middle part of the race. And my guys did some great pit stops, and we used some pitch strategy, 2 tires to get track position, and made all the difference in the world. And we knew Carl and Ricky were coming on that long green flag run. I knew it was going to be tough for us to hold them off. At least we were in that position. Get some momentum back on this race team from the last two weekends we've had. We've given up a lot of points, but third place, we're happy with that. Led some laps, and we're in the Dash for Cash for Richmond in my home track. So that's pretty special, and we're just looking forward to going to Watkins Glen next week.
All right, you got questions for these two gentlemen, let us know. We've got the wireless mic. Raise your hand, please. Give your name and affiliation before you would ask.
Carl, Dave Jones, Pepsi Inside Track. That march through the field there after you got behind there on the pit stop, man, it looked like a Saturday night shootout to show you were putting on. Did you still have a lot of car left there at the end?
No, we had a little trouble with the car all night. I was a little tight in the center of the corner, so I could get in really well and I could get off of the corner really well, but I was having trouble in the center, and I was really working that right front. And I was actually a little nervous because some people were having right front tire trouble, so I didn't know exactly how hard to run that thing, but it ended up working out. We got that caution, and that worked out great for us. So, you know, but I think if it weren't for that, I think Elliott, you were leading at that time, weren't you? I think it would have been really hard to get them. They were out there, and they were fast. So it all worked out in our favor, but we still just you know the end was unforeseen, and we didn't get Ricky past there.
It's got to feel good to just be talking about a good race and not other things.
Yeah, it is nice to come out here and just race real hard. That's nice.
Chuck Schaffner from the AP. Carl, it sounded like on the TV Mike Kelly said he thinks you hate him. Was that you guys don't hate each other, do you? Or?
No. Ricky and I are fine, and that's Jack came over and said, "Hey, this is exactly what's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to have a young guy that's fast, that's frustrating everybody because he's too aggressive." And that's all that's going on with Ricky. He's really, really fast. And we had a little issue last week. We talked about it, and then he got a little excited tonight. And, you know, he's just being a little bit over-aggressive. And in the end, it's almost better if he doesn't figure out that he's too aggressive, because that's going to make him better. So, but you know, it's just like anything. This is a business where you gotta make sure you race people the way they race you, and you got to stand your ground. And whether it's your teammate or not, you know, sometimes it's not all roses, you know.
This is for Carl Jim Pedley from RacingToday.com. Carl, what did you see as you were coming out of 4 there? What did it look like from behind? Was he wavering, or what? No,
he wasn't waving. When he came off of 4, there was a little bit of smoke coming out of the right side of the car, and I thought, that thing's going pretty fast. He must have, you know. He must have had something going on with a tire. Maybe he's got a tire coming apart. Maybe he had an oil line come off or something. And it looked to me, you have to ask him, but it looked to me like he was looking in the mirror, kind of blocking. And I went high. He kind of went high, and I started to turn, and I had such a run on him. He turned down, and at that point, I tried to avoid him, and there's too much oil on the track. I couldn't. The front tires just slid, So it was he did his job. He stayed in front of me. I really, really wish I could have got around him. That would have been great. That would have been a spectacular finish for us. But it was he did a good job.
Other questions?
Elliott, coming here tonight, third in the points. This is your 10th top 5. You guys are really, you guys aren't going to go away on this point chase.
Yeah, I'm going to just. It's like my owner told me. We're at a great level for top 5s are concerned. We got the most top 5s, of anybody in the series right now with 10 that we're racing. But we got to make it to the next level. I think to win this championship, we're going to have to win a couple races. And the last 2 months, we've had ourselves in position here and there. We just hadn't had a chance to finish it off. But I'm proud of my team. We're strong. We feel like we got some good tracks coming for us that we can take advantage of. But we're just happy to be able to be competitive and run up front every week. It's been a lot of fun this year being able to do that.
Anything else for these gentlemen? All right, Carl.
Thank you,
Elliott,
guys.
Thank you. Carl, good luck tomorrow.